we picked out Jon Rahm's best tip of 2023. There's been a lot this year, but this one went crazy. It was Mo Norman inspired. He used this on his way to winning the Masters. He said he couldn't draw it until he used this drill. So the first part of this tip was to never address directly behind the golf ball. He was saying he's addressed around about 6 inches back. So have a look at this on player cam. I know it looks a little bit odd, but addressing back of the golf ball. Now, with this drill, there is benefits to club path, there's benefits to club face, and also the angle of the tack. That is the greatest recipe that you can have in order to hit this golf ball longer, straighter, more consistent with your driver. Now, I want to dive into this a little further. So if you watch as I do this, I'm not just flicking the wrist back to do it, I'm making that adjustment with the shoulders, okay? I'm making that adjustment with the shoulders. So we're gonna feel as though actually the golf ball is being hit later than it actually is. So let's just dive into this a little further. So this alignment stick is gonna represent the direction and how our club is gonna travel down at the ball. Now, most of us, we address right behind that golf ball. Makes sense, 100%, I agree, right? Until now. But when we address there, we're gonna imagine our club is resting down where that alignment stick is touching the ground. Because we have an intention to swing through to target, that tends to move across this way. Now, you can see now, relative to this golf ball that's teed up, I'm hitting down. That's not the recipe we want, is it? That makes shorter hits, that doesn't hit it as good. So what I'm saying here is, we're gonna imagine we're addressing level with this golf ball, if this golf ball was in line, okay? So we're imagining we're going to hit a golf ball 6 inches back, but we're not. We're actually hitting it much later, and it's tricking our brain. So think about this logically. Now our arc's resting here, we've got longer for the club face to square, we're more likely to hit up. These are all the benefits Jon Rahm is talking about. So let's go into this tricking our brain a little further. So we're imagining we're addressing back here. There's one more setup tweak we've got to make. We're addressing back here. Can you see how it's later in the arc now? That's helping me hit up. I've also got a little bit more time to square that face. When we address here and we move on to that golf ball too early, it all happens before we know it, getting our path to travel further left, our face to be more open and more of a downwards hit. So as we go into this whole setup, I say to my students, place a golf ball that outside the ball as I've got it there as a trick and something to do on the range, and you imagine that on the course. Address your golf ball, make that setup tweak with the body moving, and then pull your right foot back slightly. This is going to help us attack the ball from the inside and then have extra space to stay behind the golf ball to release and get through that shot. You should really be able to see the difference in 1, my setup, and 2, the results that you get. And that is what Jon Rahm was saying. It's as simple as tricking your brain to address further back, giving you more time to square, hit up, and stay behind the shot. So as I would on the golf course, this is exactly how I'd set up. Now, don't worry, the golf ball is going to feel like it's an age away from you. It's going to feel so late in our arc. We're not moving our ball position, we're just moving our head back. So address it, ball in the middle of your stance, just turn the left toe out, right foot moves away. I always just set myself where I put my club head directly behind. I then make that tweak to go those 6 inches back. Here we go, hit up, hit it long. That is the best tee shot you could imagine on this hole. I could have placed it any better.
Now, Jon Rahm says he likes to make all his changes at setup, and I think this is the best for a club golfer too. So addressing 4 to 5 inches back of where you would normally and leaving that gap between your club head and the golf ball gives you that extra time for your club head to catch up and start to close. Therefore, if you're a massive slicer, this will definitely help you hit the golf ball straighter, or if you're looking for a draw, it'll get your club face closed to do so.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because here we provide simple golf tips 5 times a week.